But New Yorkers are tough. A guy who wears devil horns to save us.
After No Way Home, Peter Parker lives a lonely existence. No one remembers him. Not MJ, not Ned, not even Strange. He works odd jobs, barely making rent, while secretly fighting street-level crime. Despite his isolation, he embraces Spider-Man fully, knowing only the mask connects him to the world. But his heart aches whenever he sees MJ from afar, living a happy life without him. A brand new day begins, heavy with regret. With the Avengers fractured and Daredevil in hiding, Wilson Fisk seizes the opportunity to expand his empire. He unites New York's criminal underworld under the Brand New Day initiative. Fisk recruits super criminals like Shocker, Boomerang, and Tombstone. His ultimate goal is political, running for mayor of New York. Spider-Man becomes the only true obstacle in his path. While patrolling, Peter encounters a new masked vigilante called Silk, Cindy Moon. Her fighting style resembles his own, confusing him. Silk claims she was bitten by the same radioactive spider that bit Peter years ago. She was hidden away by Oscorp scientists until recently. Together, they defeat a gang of Fisk's men. An uneasy partnership begins. Jonah Jameson is back at the Bugle after his podcast decline. He continues to smear Spider-Man as a menace, amplifying Fisk's propaganda. Robbie Robertson warns Peter, in disguise as a freelance photographer, that Fisk owns half the city media. Peter struggles to find a balance between revealing truths and protecting his anonymity. He decides photos of Fisk's corruption might be the only way to survive. Norman Osborn tries to live a reformed life, stripped of his goblin persona after Strange spell. But Peter doesn't trust him, haunted by memories of the Green Goblin killing Aunt May. Harry Osborn, however, returns from overseas and supports his father's redemption. Peter wrestles with the idea that people can change, even monsters. But the Goblin legacy casts a long shadow over the city. A mysterious red-haired vigilante calling herself Jackpot begins operating in Hell's Kitchen. She claims to be inspired by Spider-Man, but uses brutal, near-lethal tactics. Peter is shocked by her resemblance to Mary Jane. When he confronts her, Jackpot vanishes without explanation. Whispers spread that Fisk himself created her. Spider-Man is ambushed by the Sinister Six 2.0. Shocker, Boomerang, Rhino, Chameleon, Scorpion, and Hammerhead. They nearly kill him before Silk intervenes. During the fight, Peter's mask is torn, exposing half his face. Luckily, no one recognizes him, but Fisk sees an opportunity. The city begins hunting Spider-Man harder than ever. Peter seeks Dr. Strange's guidance, but Strange warns him that tampering with memory again could shatter reality. Strange hints that the spell that erased Peter from everyone's mind is weakening. If broken, it could unleash consequences across the multiverse. Peter realizes his fight with Fisk is more dangerous than he imagined. The choice between his identity and the city's safety weighs heavily. Cindy, Silk, reveals that she's hunted by Mister Negative, a villain tied to Fisk's empire. Negative manipulates light and dark energy, corrupting anyone he touches. Silk admits she feels drawn to Peter, a strange bond tied to their shared spider bite. Peter struggles with feelings of loyalty to MJ versus this new connection. Mr. Negative launches an attack that corrupts Silk's mind. Silk, under Mr. Negative's control, turns on Peter in a devastating battle across rooftops. She nearly kills him before regaining her senses. The corruption leaves scars on her soul, making her unstable. Peter realizes Fisk is assembling forces not just of muscle, but of dark science. The war escalates. Peter investigates Jackpot further and discovers shocking evidence. Her DNA matches MJ's. But MJ has no memory of being Jackpot, living her normal life as an actress. Is Jackpot a clone, an alternate version, or something stranger? Peter fears Fisk has weaponized MJ's image against him. Jackpot herself begins questioning who she truly is. Fisk announces his campaign for mayor, promising a brand new day for New York. Crime rates mysteriously drop because Fisk controls it all. Public opinion turns against Spider-Man, now viewed as the last chaotic element. Jonah Jameson reluctantly begins questioning Fisk's motives. Peter feels more alone than ever before. Matt Murdock resurfaces, warning Peter that Fisk's grip extends into the legal system. Daredevil, Silk, and Spider-Man form a fragile alliance. They strike at Fisk's hidden labs, uncovering Oscorp tech fused with dark energy. Mr. Negative reveals himself as Fisk's chief weapon. The heroes are badly beaten and forced to retreat. Strange reappears, warning Peter that Jackpot's existence is tied to the crumbling memory spell. She might be a manifestation of what MJ should have been in a world where Peter never existed. If the spell collapses, Jackpot and Silk could unravel completely. Peter realizes saving them may mean sacrificing himself again. The web tightens around his fate. Fisk unleashes chaos. The Sinister Six 2.0, Mr. Negative's forces, and corrupted citizens storm the city. Spider-Man, Daredevil, Silk, and Jackpot rally to defend New York. Explosive battles erupt across bridges, skyscrapers, and subway tunnels. Peter leads civilians to safety despite overwhelming odds. The city burns under Fisk's brand new day. Peter confronts Fisk atop City Hall during the election night broadcast. Fisk uses Oscorp exo-armor, becoming nearly unstoppable. Their battle is brutal. Peter is beaten, bloody, but refuses to quit. He unmasks Fisk live on air, revealing his corruption to the world. The city turns on Fisk in shock. The strain of Fisk's Oscorp experiments causes strange memory spell to fracture. MJ suddenly remembers Peter for the first time, but at the same moment, Jackpot begins to disintegrate, her existence collapsing. Peter is torn between saving MJ's memory or saving Jackpot's life. He chooses MJ, knowing the cost. Jackpot fades in Peter's arms, whispering that she was his love in another life. MJ watches, horrified, realizing the depth of Peter's sacrifice. Silk comforts him, promising that they'll rebuild together. The city is safe, but Peter is shattered by what he lost. Strange warns that the multiverse is cracking wider. Peter walks through New York as himself, no longer hidden, but still unrecognized by most. MJ remembers, but their relationship is fragile, burdened by fate. Fisk is arrested, but his empire remains scattered underground. Spider-Man swings through the sunrise, carrying grief, but also hope. It truly feels like a brand new day. In a secret Oscorp lab, a preserved symbiote sample begins to stir. Norman Osborn stares at it, whispering that a new power will rise. The black ooze slithers free of containment, attaching to an Oscorp test subject. The silhouette of Venom forms in the shadows. The saga of Spider-Man continues.